echoes across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl.
How did This Is Wit start? I always wanted to do a series on YouTube because, well, I've been doing film since 1997, and I had been doing full-length movies, just, you know, with friends, cheap shit, just really bad editing, really bad acting, really bad everything. And I always wanted to do a series, but I didn't know how the hell I could get the series to my friends, and then once I started YouTube, I was like, okay, I'll do a series on YouTube. And I just couldn't get anything behind it, and then I just started doing videos, and then progressively I come up with the Addiction Project, the Rockstar Addiction Project.
He brought me in for the Rockstar Project, and that's sort of where it all started. You know, I get to try and improv a bit, get to feel it out, and start to develop my abilities.
Turns out he was working with another group of people, which had Adam in it, on a separate project that they had never even really started except for writing. They did a video for the Rockstar Addiction Project.
And I was friends with Nick from high school. We graduated together, went to the same college, and Nick and Mike met, and they had ideas for videos and stuff and for YouTube, and Nick introduced me to Mike, and pretty much that's how the three of us got together.
Initially, it wasn't supposed to be like a project I was working on for an extended period of time. It was just, you know, a project to help me pass the time between this and another skit comedy I was working on, or at least concepting.
And Nick and I were going to do videos together with a friend of ours who graduated with from high school. And so while we were waiting for that to start, Nick and I figured we'd go ahead and work with Mike for a while to get our feet wet. And
we just started concepting skits from there on out. We decided a few months after that there would be a show. We didn't know the name at the time.
Mike had this idea for a YouTube show, like an actual series, with the Vietnam episode about Mike's drug trip from Rockstar Addiction. We just kept coming up with funny ideas.
You know, before we even had a name, we had about 4 outlines for episodes. And I remember coming into him with a name because Michael Jackson's This Is It had just come out. And I made a play on that. And he's like, that's funny, but I'm going to put that on the back burner.
Oh, I didn't like it. And then we couldn't come up with anything better, and
months go by, and then it's time for us to post the first episode.
The episode's about to come out soon.
I guess that was the only idea that was on the table at the time.
Fuck it, that's the title.
And I don't really think it was a good idea. But that's what the show was called. This Is Wit. Michael Mayhew's This Is Wit. And so begins, a 3-year journey? 4 if you count the time before that. And the time we spent preparing, and the Addiction Project.
A lot of the stuff from the first season were just random crap we just threw together.
Initially, we wanted to do 50 episodes of This Is Wit. Only 2 weeks out of the year that we would take off and do 50 episodes. It would be one every week. And they would just be random skits, more or less, skit episodes that didn't correlate with each other, and then eventually it continued to be boiled down and down and down until it became 10-episode season.
I remember thinking, like, yeah, this will be a nice, short series to do. And come episode 7 or 8, and we're still concepting more and more.
It just grew from there.
Episodes from the final season were stuff that we concepted back in season 1.
The first season is just a bunch of initial ideas, and then you see it progressively get better as we develop a little bit more.
Sometime during season 2's concepting, we came up with the series finale, actually. What came to be the series finale.
Season 2 really good. Season 3 complete storyline through the entire thing.
Pretty much, that's pretty much how it happened. This Is Wit just sort of grew. Mike had the idea for series, and Nick and I had ideas. We all suck as actors, but we did what we could.
It's hard for me to be nice.
I'm out of fucking dialogue. Well, I'm gonna keep standing here for a couple seconds.
But Mike, won't having 2 freezes rip a hole in the reality? Fuck.
Oh, you foul! You guys actually went down.
We wanted you to go down.
That's what she said.
That's what all the bitches want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like the sexy train just rolled into town, huh?
Yeah. Except for you missed it.
I'm thinking we just skipped over a massive part there.
Yeah, we did.
There's like double sexy.
Well, what is this?
Fuck.
That's not what it is yet.
Fuck.
You gonna be able to support me?
Most likely.
Like it.
Is it No! 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 Alright, are you done? Yeah, I'm done.
Huh?
My
You
black
don't want to
son.
rewind that. You're like,
Found you.
what the fuck?
What?
You want to come and leave us? We're trying to figure out ideas.
Dude, you guys were just...
No, I don't want to
working-
hear it. Fuck. Just. I cannot talk right now. I mean, fuck.
Fuck's gotten into you, huh?
You know what? Just fuck. Just.
Alright, let's just start over.
You fucking suck at this. Why can't you be angry?
Fuck. You know what? Shut up. Go inside and make sure.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. Oh. You're mad at my. Fuck.
You're Matt's bitch. Go make it again.
Whoa. Let's try it again. Where did I knock the tiara off? Okay, tiara. Let's try it again.
I wish I would have known when the slap was coming because my jaw was open.
I'm sorry. We got good bloopers though.
Episode 7, the best episode 7, He Is Legend. Now, He Is Legend is also one of those crazy episodes. The voiceover with Dave Durwood, Mike going on this quest, and it's narrated by Dave Durwood as the lawyer, or no, the financial aid guy. What he says turns into this magical quest, like a Frodo and Lord of the Rings kind of thing. It's just hilarious, and the costumes, the help we had, the extras coming in, crazy, and it's very much like how getting to a financial aid office, talking to a financial aid person is. That's pretty much what it feels like. That whole episode, how crazy it is, the sword fights and magic and stuff. Those are all analogies, metaphors for what you go through having to deal with financial aid people, and it's just insane. I just love the insane episodes.
As for episode 7, He Is Legend had to be one of my favorites. It was fun being able to create these sets, or at least work with what we had to create a set, and creating this collection of video game and fantasy references, and being able to work with some of the people we worked with on All Hope Is Gone, being able to just bring all my friends together, and some people I didn't even know, who were really cool, and take these concepts that I really loved, and bring them into one thing.
My favorite 7th episode, and probably my favorite episode of the entire series, is He Is Legend. Season 2, Episode 7. So many different ideas went into that episode. Initially, it was 2 separate episodes that I ended up combining into one large episode. There's so many different extras in that episode, so many different references to video games and all kinds of other stuff, and we just had a great time filming all the different pieces to that episode. And when I was writing part of it, I concepted the idea while listening to the band He Is Legend, and it was one episode, and then Adam and I combined it with a separate episode, forming one episode that was really a joke about how we continuously got fucked over by the education system when it comes to financial aid, and how the government really doesn't help you when it comes to school unless you're either ridiculously poor or extremely rich. There's no other way to get an education without going into so much debt, it's unbelievable. And that's really what the episode kind of really is about, the stuff that they make you do to get an education. And Nick's part in that episode, very unexpected. And actually, in the very first episode, Lady Gaga, I wore women's clothing. In that episode, Nick wears women's clothing. But the question is, when does Adam wear women's clothing?
Alright, all three. Hardest scene ever filmed.
Oh god.
All of them, because I have to try not to stare into the camera.
Right?
Seriously, that was the whole
my
problem
God.
the first season.
The
God.
first season, Nick would be like doing his lines over here, and then he'd be like, yeah, like wait a
The
minute.
camera's still there.
Yeah,
Just to make sure.
there. Where is that camera located at? I had to like ghillie suit the camera just so he wouldn't fucking find it to look at it. Oh my god.
Oh.
No, but the hardest scene ever for me was the beginning of Seesaw, season 3, episode 3. It's a recreation of the first scene from the first Saw movie, and I had to submerge myself in the tub. And every time that I put my head underneath the water, the fucking nasty chlorine water just kept rushing into my nose and down the back of my throat, and I couldn't hold my breath because it kept choking me. And my nose and head hurt for like days after that. That was the hardest thing for me.
I actually can't think of anything that was too hard for me to film. I mean, there's always the times where I forget my lines or forget where my lines. Yeah, this is
What about morally?
morally, all of them. I die a little inside every time. But I think probably, well, maybe even the hardest episode had to be for me to film at all was the Hangover spoof we did. Because like I just could not get into it. Like I couldn't do anything. Like I was too. I didn't emote at all. It's like it was just hard for me to even.
We made you the moral character, the moral compass in that one.
Yeah. Don't eat the worm. You were like the moral character.
I was like, yeah, that was.
You morally objected.
You wouldn't even let. You made sure, or if I recall, you tried the best to make sure your parents didn't see that one.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
one of the first seasons you wouldn't promote because you didn't want your parents
Yeah,
to see it.
It's like yeah, it's like I just couldn't get into my character at all.
He wanted to replace. He came to me and wanted to switch roles with Nick. He wanted to play Nick's character, and I said, Adam, the viewer's not going to buy you sleeping with a transvestite.
Wait, what?
Adam actually, just calm down.
Wait, what?
Nick's the one that really sleeps with transvestites, so he doesn't have to act. You don't remember that conversation?
No, I don't remember that at all.
It's because it never happened.
All three, once more. Has making videos on YouTube ever gotten you laid?
My videos have got Nick laid. I'm not even gonna lie. My channel has gotten him laid.
I think I can bet that, or I think I can count that on 3 separate occasions. Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go all 4 because they before we had sex, all 4 of them had seen the videos.
I'm gonna say yes for me because the beginning of a relationship started because of well, not really because of it, but it was a building point. The whole YouTube thing for me was a building point at the beginning of the relationship in which I was laid inside of said relationship. So I'm gonna also say yes.
Adam, does the sex with me count for you?
No, none of the girls I'm interested in are watch these videos. So
Is that because you don't let them?
You don't like girls.
I keep them in the basement.
She keeps him in the basement. There's no internet down there. Or anything.
I live out in the wild. We have no internet to speak of.
For no mere mortal can